Hey, it's Kim. And is Britney going back to the X Factor? So it has been a hot minute since I've done an update video on Britney Spears. There's a lot of reasons for that. I'll get into some of them at the end of the video. But basically, let's go over everything. So to start off, there's been a lot of conversation between Britney and different celebrities. Britney, referencing Ariana Grande, actually made a post saying that she loves her perfume, to which Ariana Grande responded, "I love yours as well, always have, always will, sending you so much love, Queen." Yes. Yes, please. As someone who loves both of their fragrance lines, I love this and I want to collab. Britney's also been fangirling about Goldie Hawn, and Goldie and her daughter, Kate Hudson, both sent Britney some love on her Instagram, which was adorable. I love this. I love this so much. And then Elton John's husband, David, went on the record and said that Elton has expressed interest in recording another song with Britney, but this time he wants it in person. And to that I say, please. 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 I will always be on board with Britney working with people who value her, respect her, and want what's best for her. And I really feel like Elton is one of those people, so I'm down for whatever. I'm excited to see if they did get in the studio together, what they would come up with. I think it would be incredible. But only if Britney wants to. But please. And then in Who Asked for This News, Simon Cowell apparently wants Britney Spears to come back for when he relaunches the X Factor. I mean, which is all fine and well, but does anyone else remember this?
Britney should and is a clean living, squeaky clean pop star with a slight edge. She actually believes that she's sexy now, well, she's not. And he said, well, I've promised it to somebody else. And he called me back the following day and he said, look, I've got to give it to this artist. I said, what's her name? Well, who is it? And he said, her name's Britney Spears. I said, what? Who the hell's Britney Spears? No one's going to have a hit with a name like Britney Spears.
Am I the only one that thoroughly enjoys when a know-it-all is proven wrong? Also, like, I'm sorry, Simon, but what do you mean Britney Spears isn't sexy? Like, at the time this interview came out, like, all of this had happened. This was public. Dude, are you blind? Are you blind? All that money and you couldn't afford an optometrist? I'm sure Simon and Britney have a better relationship now, and that Simon probably has a much higher opinion of Britney than he did back in 2002. But there is something so satisfying to 12-year-old me that loved Britney, and hearing Simon trash her, and now seeing him be like, please help me with my show. For those of you who aren't aware, there was a huge amount of press surrounding Britney and X Factor, and that she was incredibly anxious through the process. Simon has said at one point Britney had a panic attack. Another judge suggested that he felt sorry for her because she was so medicated and seemed so out of it. And then we had photos of Britney at one of the launch events biting her nails so much that her finger bled. But that could have been for a number of reasons. So again, my stance remains, if Britney wants to do it, I think she should do it. And if she doesn't want to do it, she shouldn't have to do it. And Simon could go find somebody else. I guess I need you, baby. So we are going to talk about Britney's conservatorship, but I did want to share something with you guys because this is a first for this channel. I am so excited. We have a sponsor. And not only do we have a sponsor, we have a sponsor of something I really, really, really love. So what product is it? It's FREEZO. That's what it looks like. And FREEZO is a naturally flavored blended iced coffee. So it's a powder. And basically what you do is you take a couple scoops of the powder and you put it in a cup with your ice and whatever type of milk you like to drink. You blend it up in a blender and you make yourself your own frap from home. And as someone that has an addiction to iced coffee as well as frozen coffee drinks, this has been a gift from God above. I found FREEZO, I started to use their product. The more that I used it, the more I just fell in love with it. To start off with, it tastes amazing. The quality of it is comparable, in my opinion, to blended coffee drinks you would get at coffee chains. It's also more convenient because I can do it in my own house, which is really nice, so I don't have to go out. The third is that it's actually more economical. It's cheaper for me to do it this way. It's also better for me. It's healthier for you. And then the last reason is because it's super customizable. Like, you can make anything you want. So something I'm going to do this holiday season is, I love holiday themed drinks. Big shock. And there have been a number of holiday themed drinks that some of my favorite coffee chains have not brought back. This hurts my soul. So throughout the holidays, I'm going to be sharing different recipes of fun holiday drinks that I like to make using FREEZO. And if it's something you think you might be interested in, I strongly recommend that you pick up some FREEZO so I can show you these drinks and you can enjoy them yourself through this time of year or with family or friends. Like I said, I've bought a ton of this stuff and it is absolutely more economical. But thank you to the lovely people at FREEZO. They have given us discount codes for the United States, the UK, and Canada to use, that you could get more of a discount off of FREEZO this holiday season. If you're interested in ordering FREEZO, use my code ItsKim10 for an additional 10% off any purchase from the links below. This offer is available for the USA, Canada, and the United Kingdom. If you're interested in giving it a shot, I highly recommend you do. I'm so happy I did, and I hope that this is something that you will love. Okay, back to the video. I don't know why the lighting's different, but I try to film like chronologically, so if something changes behind me, that it's like a natural flow. And yeah, I guess the lighting is just not going to let me do that today, so I don't know what happened. I didn't change anything. Whatever. Now, I did want to talk to you guys for a few minutes just about the conservatorship, because this week was the 1-year anniversary of Britney Spears being out of her conservatorship. And that comes with a lot of mixed feelings, I think, for a lot of the fans, and also probably for Britney as well. Because as much as it is awesome that Britney is out of the conservatorship, Britney has not been given the justice that I think her fans believe she deserves and what she believes she deserves. And she posted a text post on Instagram, and there was one part on there that I wanted to read with you guys and talk about. People say you'll have to put up a lot of money and sue and sit for hours and not be able to use my feet again when I want to run outside. No thank you. To prove these allegations are true, I will never put up more money to go to court to see if my dad gets prosecuted. I choose to smile and put it in my family's face until the day I die. Now, there's a lot in there, and I kind of just want to go through it a little bit for context, because I think there is a lot of significance in what she said here. The first is that she talks about that she doesn't want to have to put up money or sit for hours when she wants to walk around. Something she's talked about a lot in these posts is she talks about when she was put in the institution and she was forced to sit in a chair. And that really messed with her, that she couldn't get up and do things, because she's a very active person. And I think her being forced to sit in this chair really messed with her, because she didn't feel like she even had control of her own body anymore because she was forced to stay. That's my interpretation. I could be very wrong. I'm not Britney Spears. I'm not trying to pretend that I understand her completely. My interpretation of what she's saying is that the world knows what's going on. They know what happened to her, and she should not be the one responsible for bringing these people to justice, because it's obvious what happened, and she shouldn't have to spend her fortune to get the government to wake up and do something about this. And she's certainly not going to chain herself down and do the thing that has triggered her so much to make that process happen. And then at the end, she says that she chooses to smile and put it in her family's face until the day that she dies. A lot of people feel like the best revenge is your own success and your own happiness. And I think there is some truth to that. It feels good. For Britney to continue fighting this, it's going to cost her, in my estimation, from what I've heard from lawyers I've spoken with, some in California, it's going to cost her tens of millions of dollars. I agree with Britney. This conservatorship never should have happened in the first place. Why should she now have to pay to find out all the nitty-gritty of what happened? This was corruption at a very high level, and it should not be solely her responsibility to foot the bill for that. They've taken enough money from her over the years through this conservatorship and paid all these other people. Why should she have to do it? And unfortunately, this is just another example, I feel like, of someone who has been abused and hurt and taken advantage of. Sometimes there is no justice. Or the only justice you have is getting back up and living your life in spite of the people who tried to take it from you. I'm wondering if that's where Britney is now. And I guess only time will tell. It's clear she's continuing to process and work through her trauma, which is a very, very good sign. We've talked about it on this channel before that processing trauma is incredibly painful, and a lot of the time you feel worse before you feel better because you got to go through the thick of it and it sucks. So I'm happy to see her progressing, whatever that looks like. And I will continue to watch what is going on and keep you guys posted with important updates. So that's it for the Britney news. I do want to make just a quick note about me before I end this video. I am going to be taking a bit of a step back from the internet. Now, that doesn't mean I'm disappearing. It doesn't mean I'm never going to go on stream over on Popcorn. It doesn't mean that I'm going to stop making content on this channel or members only stuff or whatever. I need you guys to understand that this is something that I love to do. I love doing this. I want to do this. But I also have a life. I have a full-time job and I have a family. And to get everything done that I've been getting done, it's been taking me upwards of about 70 or more hours a week. And I've been doing that now for months. And some of you also may know that there has been a lot of illness in my family over the past couple of years. And I don't want to get into specifics of what's going on because, frankly, it's nobody's business. And as much as I choose to be in front of this camera and to tell you about my life, people in my family have not made that decision, so I'm not going to get into detail. But there are new challenges now that my family needs to handle for the next number of weeks. It's probably going to be about 8 weeks. And I have to be more available for my family. They come first. So I am going to do as much as time will allow and bring you guys things that make me happy. I'm trying to simplify my life a bit and take out things that make me upset so that I have more to give to the people I love. I hope that's understandable. I hope you guys know that I love you. And I will try to do everything I can to be as present as I can because this is fun for me. This is something I love. I love you guys and I want to do more. But this is a season in my life that I have to put my family first. This feels so weird now to say because I can't believe I'm doing it. I'm so thankful and blessed today that we had a sponsor. Thank you, FREEZO. Thank you for wanting to work with weird me. And if you are interested in buying their iced coffee, their blended coffee drink product, which is just incredible, and I love it so much, you can check out the discount codes in the description for more of a discount. And I hope you guys love it as much as I do. Well, that's it. Much love. Bye.